Destroy and rebuild. We need to destroy all of the things that are worse for us and then replace it with something brand new. On that site today, it is a completely new, different development that is now productive and is pouring money into the tax coffers of Pontiac, Michigan now. They tore it down and they replaced it with an entirely new building. They didn't try to save that stupid thing. This is what rap music is to y'all. It gets you in, it traps you, and it makes you think that you're doing something significant when in reality, it's only continuing to fund the pockets of those that is prospering off of your demise.
This is 100% facts. You know, it's funny, man, because the older I get, the more I see that the politicians in the early 90s, most notably C. Dolores Tucker, who I couldn't stand back then, who Tupac told us to hate, was absolutely right. They said it would be the demise of our culture. But we didn't listen. We listened to the people who were being funded by the group who was directly profiting off of us at this very time as we speak. The same people who fund rap music are the same people who fund private prisons.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Tripping Ain't Easy. I am your host, Trip Simpson, in the building, ready to get this grill going again today. But first, let's handle business.
I know you're gonna look after family.
What family you talking about, Ice?
Fuck, I look invisible, nigga.
That's right, I'm not invisible, so do me a favor real quick. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to tap that notification bell and select all. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this real quick. This is part 2 of the series I've got going on this week called Why Blacks Lose Continuously. This is episode 2, and we're going to focus on park mode. Now, what's park mode? P-A-R-C. Pookie and Ray Ray culture. That's right, Pookie and Ray Ray culture, which is pretty much the baby mama raised rap culture, Negroes who have infested the culture of black men, and in my opinion, it's been to our demise. Now, before I get into the commentary and the evidence I have to present to you for part 2, I want to get into one of the videos this week that has really influenced this series. It's from a YouTuber named Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels has been on the rise as of lately. He is a member of the Lepeat Network. They do their Let's Talk series. I believe it's every Thursday night. And since Mr. Daniels has definitely been a serious force on YouTube. I believe he's up to 100,000 subscribers right now. Shout out to that brother, for real. He's doing great in the space. And I want to kind of highlight one of his videos he did this week to kind of set the tone for where I want to go today. So without wasting any more time, let's get to the videotape.
But this reminds me of the Pontiac Silverdome. Y'all kept saying, hey, we can save the Silverdome. We can save the Silverdome. And I kept saying, this is a piece of trash and it's going to cost you more to rehabilitate it than if you was to tear it down and build an entirely new building, which is exactly what we need to do for the black community.
Absolute facts. Anton Daniels is spot on with this assessment, but I'm not gonna keep talking over him or let the brother keep on preaching. Let's go.
We need to tear it all down, destroy and rebuild. We need to destroy all of the things that are worse for us and then replace it with something brand new. On that site today, it is a completely new, different development that is now productive and is pouring money into the tax coffers of Pontiac, Michigan now. They tore it down and they replaced it with an entirely new building. They didn't try to save that stupid thing. This is what rap music is to y'all. It gets you in, it traps you, and it makes you think that you're doing something significant when in reality, it's only continuing to fund the pockets of those that is prospering off of your demise.
This is 100% facts. You know, it's funny, man, because the older I get, the more I see that the politicians in the early 90s, most notably C. Dolores Tucker, who I couldn't stand back then, who Tupac told us to hate, was absolutely right. They said it would be the demise of our culture. But we didn't listen. We listened to the people who were being funded by the group who is directly profiting off of us at this very time as we speak. The same people who fund rap music are the same people who fund private prisons.
Do not ever get mad at the person that shows you the truth. Get mad at the person that continues to keep you in the state that you're in. I'm not even gonna look at the rest of that. I don't even wanna see the rest of it. Don't ever get mad at the person that tells you the truth. Get mad at the person that continues to keep you in the state that you're in just to try to satisfy you temporarily instead of having you go through the withdrawal. Don't get mad at the dope dealer that continues to fund you or continues to keep you in the state so that they can continue to make money off of you and selling dope to you. That's essentially what y'all are.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Like I said in the last video, we showed all the black celebrities who came out against Kyrie Irving. We continue to move in a circle. And the circle is essentially taking us backwards. Like we're moving counterclockwise and clockwise at the same damn time. We're like a hamster that doesn't know which way he wants to go on the wheel. We need to get off the wheel, burn the wheel, get out of the hamster cage, and completely reevaluate our whole purpose for being on the planet.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna just end it like this. The black community are dope fiends. The black community are dope fiends. We are addicted to the person that continues to sell us heroin, fentanyl, and crack cocaine so that we can shoot it into our veins because we continue to chase a high and we need it. We've
Take the weed and leave the money now. Take the wall and left the wall.
now become functional drug addicts, functional alcoholics. So instead of you getting mad at me because I'm the dude that's gonna grab you by your motherfucking collar, throw you in that room, lock you in there, you're gonna say, Anton, it hurts, and you're gonna scratch and you're gonna itch. If you've never seen a dope fiend go through withdrawal, it's some of the saddest thing because you just like, oh man, you feel for them, but you know that you can't do anything except for let them go through the withdrawal so they can get that monkey off their back.
Ladies and gentlemen, I fully endorse this message.
And I'm the person that has already got the monkey off my back. I'm showing you. I show you the receipts so that you then can be the best version of yourself to illustrate what it's like on the other side once you get clean. But you continue to hold on to the needle. And then you let the people come in and they give you the poison, and you the one that willing. Listen, we can hold the dope dealer accountable, but you the one that's shooting it up in your veins. We know who the people that continues to.
Accountability, accountability, accountability. That's the message for this entire century for black folks. Accountability. You can march, you can sing, you can beg, you can cry, all you want. But until you look in the mirror and say, damn, what's my role in this BS? That's the point where change happens. I say this all the time. Drug abusers don't heal until they look themselves in the mirror and say, what? My name is the black community, and I have a freaking problem.
To bring the dope in. We know who the people that continues to profit off of the record labels that then put the rappers in front of you, that you then buy the music, consume it, and then you utilize their lifestyle in order to illustrate whether or not you are good or not. You raise your standards based off of whoever it is in the communities and whoever it is that's on these records and all of these hot girl summers and all of this. They selling you the poison, but you the one that's shooting it in your veins. And so don't hold me accountable for telling you that you a fucking dope fiend. Don't get mad at me talking about your words. Can you say it nicer? Can you not stop shooting dope in your veins? Because now you can't shoot it in your arm. You got to shoot it in your legs. Then you got to shoot it in your feet because all of your veins is toe up.
This man has wisdom. And one thing I can tell you about him, guys like me, listen to the niggas that's raised by their daddy. Not every nigga. Some of y'all niggas' daddies was definitely on some bullshit. But listen to niggas who have the wisdom of their fathers. My father went through life. He was a great man, but he made mistakes, right? So when he was raising me, he raised me knowing he made mistakes and watched me make mistakes and tried to tell me to the best. He didn't sugarcoat anything to me. Of course, I didn't get it when I was a teenager, but life hit me like a ton of bricks when I was 25 years old. I finally realized my parents were right. And shortly after that, my dad died. But I'm ever so grateful for the wisdom that he bestowed upon me because it made me into the man I am today. And that's not taking nothing away from my mother because my mother was a great mother and a great wife, mind you. She understood her duty. And my father made a ton of mistakes. But she understood her duty. And my father understood his duty. Black folks today don't understand duty. That's why we need to tear it down because the cancer has spread too far in our community and it's irreversible at this point. Let it burn and let's rebuild.
You ain't even got nowhere to shoot it no more. I'm from Detroit, bro. I know exactly what this looked like. I know exactly what it looked like. You ever seen a meth head? The black community are dope fiends. That's exactly what they are. Functional alcoholics and dope fiends. Every day. If you go to any downtown area in any major city, including Detroit, you're going to see a concentration of homeless people. And one of the reasons why it's a concentration of homeless people in downtown areas is because that's where all of the resources are. That's where all of the people are. That's where the health and human services is. That's where the soup kitchens are. That's where a majority of the churches are that then gives food to the homeless and then for them to be able to go and do certain things and get bags or whatever. So they all congregate and they be in the same area. So in the same area that you're going to see prosperity and new buildings is the same area where you're going to see a concentration of homeless people, right? And what I see from these dope fiends and homeless people is very much a reflection from what I see in the black community. And in the black community, instead of you embracing the people that actually hold you accountable, that's then going to push you in the direction that you're supposed to go in, we hold on into this trauma. We hold on into the issues. We hold on to the people that don't have our best interests at heart. We hold on to the drugs that they continue to pump into our veins. We hold on to the alcoholism. We hold on to the issues and the problems. We hold on to these Democrats. We hold on to the politicians. We hold on to this negative family member that continue to hold us down. We hold on to the person that's in our households that's filling on and molesting our children because we don't tell on them and we don't call the police and then rid ourselves so that we don't pass on generational drama and curses on our children. We hold on to all of the worst things for us. Then you get some of these good black men, right? You get an Anton Daniels that may be in front of you, who ain't never been to jail, ain't never did a crime that hurt nobody or did nobody wrong, is very much a reflection and is living his life based on what he would want his daughter to marry, never been divorced, very good father, come from a good background in the family, continues to reach back into the community, gives all of the game and the resources on a daily basis, stand in front of you and give you everything that you need in order to be successful. And you want to sit here and you fight against the very thing that is best for you. But I get it and I understand. I get it. I get it because I've been there too. I fought against the people that actually had my back. And I held on to the people that was holding me back. And it took for God to take me into a very, very dark space. I had to lose my job. I had to lose my cars. I had to move back in my mama's basement. And then I had that aha moment. I had that light bulb moment. And it was like, I get it now. I get it. I can't do it that way. God won't allow for me to continue to move forward because I got to keep repeating the lesson so that I can go and do it the right way. And then he said, I even got a bigger thing that I want you to do, Anton, but I can't give you that thing until you first show yourself faithful over little before I make you ruler over much. Because if I give you them right now, if I give you to them right now, you will lead them down a path of destruction. And I can't have my babies following somebody that don't already got themselves together. So I had to first do it. And then I documented the journey along the way so that you had the receipts for it. And now I stand in front of you declaring for you to get out of that dark space and divest yourself against the things that is worse for you so that you can then come into the glory that God got for you. But it's only going to happen if you decide to not put the needle in your skin, because we have access to both good and bad, and you're going to have to pick a path, big dog.
This is fire. This is fire. And for all my non-religious people out there, when you hear the word God, and when you hear people talking about God, please miss me with the, oh, he's religious and the white man gave us religion. I'm not trying to hear all that shit. The message is spot on. The metaphors are spot on. Let's continue.
Y'all. And it ain't the path that everybody is going down, because wide is the road to hell, narrow and straight is the way. And so it's going to take you going alone and doing the thing that most people are not doing, not living in an echo chamber, not looking for some kind of community support for people to support you in your trauma, not looking for a support group, but to go alone down that dark road and make a path for somebody to come behind you so that you can then lead them into righteousness in the same way that I'm giving you the game to do it yourself. It's going to take for you to do something that you've never done before in order to get something that you don't have. Just giving you the game. I'm telling you the truth. It don't get no realer than that. It don't get no rawer than that. It don't get no more forthcoming and forthright. I am telling you direct. No ice in the drink. No chaser. Straight. That's how I'm giving it to you, straight. So at some point, you're going to have to say, listen, I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. And it's time to put that work in.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the crux of this conversation I want to have tonight. Episode 2 of Why Blacks Continuously Lose Park Mode. P-A-R-C. Pookie and Ray Ray Culture. Starring first, but not worse, J Prince Jr., the Migos, and the Pookie and Ray Ray Culture that got Takeoff killed in what gets most black men either killed, in jail, or failing today. Let's get into it. Pookie and Ray Ray Culture has come to an ultimate head in the unfortunate murder of Migos rapper Offset. And to be quite honest with you, I don't even blame this on Offset. This wasn't really Offset's fault. However, we're going to have to get into why these sorts of things keep happening and how it holds our community back. Now, this week, J Prince Jr., who is the son of the Rap A Lot Records owner, J Prince, who, based on Word on the Street, runs Houston, Texas as far as black culture goes. He had a birthday party, I believe, and Quavo and Takeoff were two of his esteemed guests. Now, at this party, or at the end of the party, there was a dice game that broke out. Something was going on, and it was reported that Takeoff was shot accidentally by his own crew member, based on a scuffle that happened at the end of the party, right after the dice game or something. That's what. But then more and more reports started coming out that conflicted with that story, and it more so put the blame on J Prince Jr. and his crew, saying that it started with them and they're the ones who shot Takeoff based on an altercation between Quavo and J Prince Jr. or somebody in J Prince Jr.'s crew. I'm not sure. I've heard a whole bunch of different stuff. And it's also been reported that the guy from J Prince's crew has been shot and killed. Why is this important? None of it's important. The point that I want to make by the end of this broadcast is that this type of culture and this type of way of life has to end for black men, or at the least, black men with some sense have to distance themselves from niggas who operate in this type of environment. Period. That's what's gonna be what has to happen. So, saying that to say this, the popular narrative has been pretty much debunked that Takeoff was shot by his own man, and it started with a popular Instagram post by J Prince Sr., the father of J Prince Jr., who's the guy who threw the party. So, without wasting any more time, let's get to the evidence and show J Prince Sr.'s post on the incident. And it took days for this post to come out. But let's get into it. Let's read it. All right. So it says, the Prince family would like to send our condolences to the family and friends of a beautiful soul, YRN Takeoff. The Houstonians and families around the world, to Houstonians and families around the world, this one breaks my heart because Takeoff was a brother, a son, a role model, and a God-loving human being. Grief is the price of love, a bill people from across the globe are paying right now as we mourn this loss. I've been knowing Takeoff, Quavo, and Offset for many years, and there has been nothing but mutual love for one another, and that ain't going to ever change where we are concerned. Peep that, where we are concerned. This shouldn't have happened. This shouldn't have ever happened in our city. This shouldn't have been recorded. And this damn sure shouldn't be circulating across social media for family, friends, and fans to see. Let me stop right there. What shouldn't happen is that Jay Prince Jr. shouldn't be setting up environments like this for people to be killed. This isn't the first person of notoriety to be killed under Jay Prince Jr.'s watch. You know, we did a show about this check-in culture maybe a year or two ago. And niggas looked at me like I was crazy because I was against it. And it's no disrespect to Jay Prince. You know what I mean? I don't know him personally, but I mean, from what I hear, he's a very respectable guy. So, I mean, whatever. But the bottom line is this type of culture breeds senseless acts of violence because no one's there to check it. So let's get back to it. This shouldn't have ever happened in our city. This shouldn't have been recorded. That's ridiculous. How can you say this should? You're at a party with celebrities and cell phones are allowed. Everything's gonna be recorded. And this damn sure shouldn't be circulating across social media for family, friends, and fans to see. Well, unfortunately, that's what happens when famous people get into altercations. People want to see it, and it's going to be saw. All right. As I write this, I'm angry about the lack of love and respect we have for one another as a race, which keeps bringing us back to the same tragic place of black on black killing. Gotta stop right there. Jay Prince, with all due respect, this is the type of shit you promote. One of your top artists who's currently in jail, Honeycomb Brazy, this is the only type of shit he promoted. You signed a nigga like that. You did. This is what you promote. And now you want to wag your finger at the community saying that this is unacceptable when this is what you promote, my boy. You sign niggas that talk this crazy shit. Like, if we're gonna side with Kanye and say we need to hold the Jewish community accountable for some things, Jay Prince Sr., you have to be accountable also. Because to claim that you're independent, right, and you're independent from all of these other groups and ethnicities, and then you put out your own music and the white man's targeting you because you're independent, my nigga, you put this music out also. You do this also. So there needs to be some accountability. Because you got artists out right now, and not just Honeycomb Brazy, that promote this type of shit. So please cut me with the morality. All right. So as I write this, I'm angry about the lack of love, respect, and love and respect we have for one another as a race, which keeps bringing us back to the same tragic place of black on black killing. They say Satan is the author of the confusion, and right now there are a lot of lies and false narratives being spread by media whores. I consider myself a man that's quick to listen and slow to speak. Therefore, to whomever is responsible for pulling that bullet in my little nephew's head, let it be known that you can't hide behind me. Stop right there. He's saying something. You can't hide behind me. Why would he say you can't hide behind me? I'm not going to speculate right now. Let's keep it going. Besides me or anywhere near, okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little dyslexic. Let it be known that you can't hide behind me, beside me, or anywhere near me, because I don't tolerate dumb shit. I speak these words not knowing whose bullet is responsible for his death. That's cap. That's definitely cap. The reason that you're making this statement in the first place and wording the way you worded it, because you know who did it. You're not a dumb man. I know you know who did it. We all know you know who did it. I speak these words not knowing whose bullet is responsible for his death. But that being said, the root of this tragedy is foolish and has to be owned by the fool. I will sum this up by saying a gun in the hands of any human that close, a gun in the hands of any human that closes his eyes to shoot and doesn't have the proper skills of operating that gun is dangerous, and the result usually ends with innocent people who had nothing to do with the altercation being shot or killed. To the homies in Georgia and around the world that got love for Takeoff, like we do, know this. Let's change the narrative in our culture by putting an end to every argument or disagreement resulting in violence. It's okay to live and let live to see another day. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Now, while I can't fault Jay Prince for coming out with a statement because he really doesn't have a choice, I'm a little disappointed in a few of the statements that he made, because a lot of this shit that we're seeing today is his fault. When you support rappers who promote this type of music and this type of lifestyle, you aren't helping anything. If you really want things to change, then apologize for promoting this type of shit and denounce any further violent music from coming out. Do that. Do that. But if you're not going to do that, which I'm not judging you for, then miss me with the whole moral police bullshit swag that you're trying to get off. My nigga, you make money off black on black violence. So if you're going to continue to make money off black on black violence, stop acting like you really give a fuck just because it hit close to home. You're one of the only people in America who could actually help the situation. So if you're going to do it, then do it. But if not, stop acting like this is just some random shit that happens, when this is what happens every day, all day, especially in Houston and especially under your watch. This is the second nigga smoke within a year in Houston under your son's watch at a dice game. But anyway, let's go to some further evidence. Now, eyewitnesses are starting to come out of the woodworks and tell what actually happened, and it's looking more and more like Offset wasn't killed accidentally. So I'm gonna play this audio from Whack 100's Clubhouse channel, where they started getting into some of the witness statements and talking about what really happened. The only reason I'm playing this is because Whack 100 is usually a pretty good source of information. So we're gonna play the audio, hear what they have to say, and then we're gonna get back into our commentary.
Streets are officially talking. I've been getting so many reports from firsthand witness. It's crazy. The people that came forward showed me 100% proof they was there firsthand, but I can't expose their identities. They told me Quavo was arguing with Jay Prince Jr. He shrugged Jay Prince Jr.
Keep in mind, she's reading an eyewitness account. She's reading eyewitness accounts. Let's go back.
Quavo was arguing with Jay Prince Jr. He shrugged Jay Prince Jr. off and walked away saying, "Let's go before I hurt somebody." Immediately after Takeoff was following behind the entourage to leave in yellow hoodie, who goes by the name of Lil Cam, grabbed Takeoff and shot him in the head, and then tried to use his body as a shield when Takeoff began to fall. Remember, the messages said first shot, Takeoff dropped. That's when Quavo's manager pulled out his gun. It was not a straight bullet. Quavo's manager seen the whole thing and tried to protect Takeoff. And it's actually believed that Quavo's manager might have actually shot the girl Sydney in the head. It was on accident and she survived. The hospital have officially removed her tubes out and she is in stable condition. Quavo's assistant was also shot, but two survived. As for Yellow Hoodie, I've heard the team is allegedly hiding him. His job is to protect Jay Prince Jr. My source said.
So if you're not following, basically, what they're saying happened is that Quavo and Jay Prince Jr. got into an argument, and right when the argument ensued, Jay Prince Jr.'s quote unquote bodyguard, a 22-year-old man named Lil Cam, aka Yellow Hoodie Man, basically ran up to Takeoff and shot him. This is what the eyewitnesses are saying.
Said as of yesterday, the entire J. Prince Jr. team is shook. RN. Since all of the evidence is out, everyone is talking and yelling. Now this is all started because of him, and now they are now receiving many threats from Takeoff's family and associates. However, the father, J. Prince Sr. and Jazz Prince, has nothing to do with it. J. Prince Sr. has made it clear in his cryptic caption they both were not there when the shooting or argument occurred. Also, police know Yellow Hoodie did it, but they're playing it safe until they catch him. Everybody knows and is telling exactly what went down.
So there you have it. The streets of Houston are talking. There's even rumors that the guy, Yellow Hoodie Man or whatever, has been shot and killed already. There's even rumors of that. When it comes to the whole situation with the murder of Takeoff, this is why, another reason why black people lose, because us as black men constantly put ourselves in these situations around Pookie and Ray Ray culture. We constantly put ourselves in this position. I don't know whether it's pride or what it is, but I'm here to tell you today, regular black men and successful black men, you don't have to subjugate yourself to this. Takeoff is a multimillionaire. J. Prince Jr. is a multimillionaire. Why in the hell am I, a multimillionaire, going to my friend's birthday party, another multimillionaire, and having to deal with, why is there a fucking dice game going on at the end of the party? The last time you had a dice game at a party, another rapper got killed. And you're doing this again? Now, I'm not going to get into the rumors of J. Prince Jr. stepping over to Quavo's body and them intentionally killing him, because I don't know if that happened or not. My main shit here is, why are you niggas putting yourself in nigger situations in the first place? You're a fucking millionaire. Go to the fucking casino. What the fuck are you doing gambling around a bunch of niggas that ain't even know you? Like, even when you go to the casino, there's tiers to the casino. There's $20 hands and there's $500 hands. There's $500 hands and there's $10,000 hands. There's tiers to this shit. Why would you gamble your life gambling with niggas? You know why? Because as black folks, we treasure the Pookie and Ray Ray culture, and we need to get out of it. Pookie and Ray Ray culture, I call it park mode. We got to get out of park so that we can move forward. But look, hey, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Hey, if you agree, disagree, or indifferent, do me a favor, leave your comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Tap the notification bell and select all for myself. Tripping ain't easy. Everyone at the Straight Talk No Chase Network. Peace out. Until next time.